Welcome to Golden Bachelor. If you love celebrity news and real entertainment updates, you're in the right place. The moment this journey began, no one could have predicted the twists, the turns, the heartaches, and the little miracles that would unfold along the way. It was messy, unexpected, beautiful, like life always is when you least expect it. And somewhere inside all that chaos, something real started to form. But then Cindy left, and that part hurt. It wasn't dramatic, it wasn't loud, it was just honest. She needed answers he couldn't give because someone else was already pulling at his heart, even if he wasn't ready to say it out loud. And when she walked away, there was a pain he didn't hide, a crack that showed the size of his heart, but also a strange sense of clarity. Because even through the sadness, hope crept in. Hope for something unexpected, something warm, something named Peg. Peg, down to earth, steady, genuine, and always a breath of fresh air. Their connection grew quietly, naturally, like sunlight finding a window it wasn't aiming for, but warming the room anyway. And today was a big day because she was about to meet the people who meant the absolute world to him. His boys. He hadn't been away from them this long in, well, ever. And the excitement on his face said everything. It felt almost like introducing your girlfriend to your dad for the first time, except this time the roles were reversed. When he saw the boys, the hug said it all. That kind of hug that squeezes the breath out of you in the best possible way. And Peg, she was about to step into their world not with fear, but with curiosity. And flowers she definitely wasn't allowed to keep. The boys teased instantly because that's how sons test a woman's sense of humor. And she passed before she even realized there was a test. She just laughed, that easy Peg laugh that makes everyone else relax without even trying. Then the questions started. Who is she? Where's she from? And the reactions said everything. Vegas. Smart. Beautiful. Former firefighter. Bomb squad. The boy's eyes widened so fast it was almost cartoonish. Really? Bomb squad? Seriously? She's kind of badass then. And suddenly everyone was on board. Everyone. Except Mel, who tried desperately to look modest while she got more impressive with every sentence. But the real test wasn't the resume. It was the connection. So the boys pulled him aside and Peg pulled them aside, and slowly the picture became clear. She wasn't just fun. She wasn't just smart. She wasn't just easygoing. She cared. She cared about him. She cared about them. She cared enough to ask the important things and brave enough to hear the answers. Peg talked openly about emotions, about her journey with him, and about the strange excitement and vulnerability that came with falling for someone who balanced a giant heart with a highly logical mind. She joked about needing to dig to find his emotional side. Dig, dig, dig. And the boys confirmed it with the proud smirk only grown sons can give. But they also said something that made her glow. You're perfect for our dad. The energy, the kindness, the way you uplift him. That moment mattered. Then came the word association game. The funniest, truest bonding moment of the entire day. Accountability or avoidance. Funny or serious. Emotional or analytical. Every answer revealed something real about Mel and something essential about what Peg needed to know. And by the end, her shoulders dropped. She felt relief. She felt something settling into place. But the boys weren't the only people who mattered today. Diane, his closest friend from college, walked in, carrying the wisdom of someone who's seen him in every version of himself. She was sharp, warm, and absolutely determined to read Peg down to her bones. And she did, right away. Her verdict? Energy-wise, they matched. Personality, aligned. Compatibility, strong. And potential? A whole lot of it. She knew his heart battled with his analytical mind. She warned him gently not to let logic override emotion. She knew Peg wasn't starting his life over. She was blending into it, adding to it, matching it, and maybe one day ending up being part of a Mel and Peg story that already sounded like a single name. And for the first time, he said it out loud. He liked Peg, really liked her, maybe even more than he knew how to articulate yet. By the time Peg and the boys met again at the end of the day, everyone was glowing. The boys raved about her. She raved about them. And Mel, well, he felt lifted, supported, seen. "Can I take the boys home with me?" Peg joked. "What about me?" Mel said. "We're still deciding about you," they teased. And suddenly they all knew they worked. They worked together. They worked as a potential family. Later that evening, Mel walked Peg out, and the quiet between them was heavy, warm, full of everything that hadn't been said yet. She had met his world. She had passed their test, and he had seen her through their eyes, someone strong, kind, uplifting, and real. Now the journey was coming to an end. A decision had to be made, one guided not by logic, not by fear, not by timelines or expectations, but by the heart. He whispered, "Tomorrow, we celebrate." And she smiled, trusting whatever came next. At the end of the day, love isn't about the perfect choice. It's about the true one. The one that feels like home, even when you're thousands of miles away from the place you grew up. And for the first time since this adventure began, he wasn't thinking about outcomes or fears or pressure. He was thinking about Peg, about possibility, about a future he didn't see coming. And all he needed to do was get out of his head long enough to feel what had been right there in front of him all along. Thanks.